Unsaturated plant oils. These are the plant oils that have a unsaturation in the oil itself. They are not highly unsaturated. We're going to look at some of the plants. Some of the plants we may have seen elsewhere, and we're just going to talk a little bit about them as far as they go to oil production. First one is safflower. You can see that the scientific name of it is Carthamus tinctoris. Tinctoris means that you get paint from it. It's got the highest linoleic acid content of any oil. It tolerates cold well. When we use safflower oil, it often goes into salad dressing and margarine. They are things that you keep in the cold. It oxidizes easily. It's got a higher iodine number, but oxidizes easily. If you're using it in salad dressings and margarines, it's not going to polymerize. It's got other things in there that are going to keep it from oxidizing. We're keeping it under cold, which is going to slow down the oxidation. This shows you expeller pressed. It goes through the screw machine. This one is got olive oil mixed in with it. It's ideal for high heat cooking. Not all of these oils are very good for high heat cooking. This particular one says it's very good. We have soybean oil. We talked about soybean when we were looking at field crops. In the beginning, soybean were originally used as a forage. By 1978, 98% of the production was for oil. That's in the United States. 50% of the worldwide vegetable oil comes from soybean. It is heat treated before processing to denature proteins that could be problematic. When they extract this, they have to degum it, which means they take the lecithin out. It needs refining. It's not something that you just press out and put in the bottle like you would with olive oil. It needs refining. It's got 8% linoleic acid. The linoleic acid does give problems of polymerizing and rancidity. And when you deal with oils that are heat treated, they are not good oils to use under high heat. Soybean oil is a very common one, not the best frying oil, but it is still a very good oil. We have sunflower oil. Sunflower is Helianthus annuus. It comes from North America. There are two types of sunflowers. One of them is the black-seeded variety is used for oils. You see this type of format to the seed. You can see the coloration on the outside. If it's a black seed, it is used for oil. They've got a tan seed that is used more for human consumption. The material is winterized to get some of the more saturated fats out. The fruit is an achene. The achene looks like this. If you split it open, you've got the seed on the inside. The seed has a single point of attachment over in this area. That is the part that attaches to the plant. Therefore, we call this an achene. The oil looks like this. You can find it at a lot of different places. Sunflower, very interesting material that we are able to make an oil out of. Corn oil is a minor part of it. Most of the oil comes out of the germ. Varieties of corn are normally selected for starch content. Therefore, oil content is kind of a byproduct. When they do the starch content, they don't want the germ. They have a methodology that separates the starch and the other material from the germ. Then the oil is removed. One of the problems you have with corn oil is corn oil smokes when heated. Therefore, it doesn't make a real good oil to fry things in. That doesn't mean it's not a good oil for other function. Corn oil is normally a little bit more yellow. It's very readily available. Sesame oil, Sesame indicum, major seed oil in parts of Asia. It's resistant to oxidation, which makes it very good because you can store it for longer periods of time without worrying about it going rancid and turning off flavored. It is a semi-drying oil, which means that it is unsaturated, good for human health. When you look at the sesame plant looks like that. It's got a very interesting flower. It's an irregular flower. It's sympetally, where everything is closed up on it. You can see the anthers up on the top. This has got to be insect pollinated, probably by a large bee. The capsules that come out of it look like this. They are found in the leaf whorls. If you open one up, you find the little seeds on the inside of it. They look just like the little sesame seeds that you find. So they collect the capsules. Out of the capsules, they get the seeds. Then out of the seed, you get the oil. When you look at the oil, it's often called toasted sesame seed oil. They've got to heat it up to get the oil out. In this particular case, it says it's expeller pressed. Sesame seed is not very high in oil. It is quite possible to make a lot of it. Cottonseed. Cottonseed comes out of the New World. Gossypium hirsutum. Cottonseed oil is a byproduct of cotton fiber production. When they started making all this cotton fiber, they got a lot of cottonseed. They figured out something to do with it. It's highly processed. The native oil is somewhat toxic. When you get cottonseed oil, it's got to be refined. And then cottonseed oil is often hydrogenated to make a material like Crisco. The original Crisco was actually made out of cottonseed oil. The original material was very good for frying. It's a hydrogenated material. Cotton boll looks like this. It's a dehiscent capsule. You can see the suture lines on the side. It pops out like that. You get the cotton fibers. You take this whole thing, you collect it up, then the fibers are pulled off of the seed. Then you can get the seed out. The seed is therefore a byproduct of the fiber production. And here you've got what the seed looks like. It looks like furry stuff, which means you've got to be able to find some way to be able to get the fur off of it before you process it to make oil. Canola oil. Brassica napus. It is part of the Brassicaceae, which means it's related to a lot of the other brassicas, cabbage and cauliflower and things like that. Comes out of the Mediterranean. It is the third oil in terms of production after soy and palm oil. 60 million tons of seed produced for canola oil in 2012. The seed is mustard-like. Flour looks like this. It looks very mustard-like. The seed looks like this. It looks very mustard-like. You process the seed. These are tiny seeds. Each one's about 1 millimeter to 2 millimeters in diameter. You take the seeds, you press them down, you get the oil out of it. That's your canola oil. This used to be called rapeseed oil. Now we call it canola oil. Canola really stands for Canadian oil, which is where the original production came out of. When we look at these are all unsaturated oils, which are very common and probably the major component that we find nowadays when we look at cooking type oils.